All right, everybody, welcome. It's finally here, the Heinlein expansion as well as Leviathans. Yes, I've got a little bit early. Thank you to Paradox for getting me a early access copy so I could actually instruct you guys on what is going on in Stellaris. Now, I'm already on the main menu right here, as you can see at the bottom, version Heinlein 1.30. I'm not going straight into a game just yet, and there's a couple of reasons for this. I will do one episode right now just to walk you guys through everything and see what's going on in the game. However, what is important to know that there's a bunch of modifications that has gone through this particular patch, basically, and it's mostly on starting the game that I want to highlight right now. So let's go and set up a nation right now. I kind of want to play with the United Nations of Earth and put some wormhole travel on there, some projectile weapons. That is all fine. Nice station of Earth. I want to mess with my ethics a little bit, so I want to be materialistic and xenophiles and a despotic hegemony, because then I can do additional research speed, and the xenophiles are actually quite useful because of the diplomatic cost modifier, as well as the pop modifier for xenophobia, which is quite useful. In this particular case, it's quite useful to have this one because of the research speed as well with the materialist stuff. The research speed +5 is actually quite useful. All right, let's go and set this game up. Let's go in here. So here we are on the game details screen. So there's a lot of changes here already than what we saw in the 1.2 version, which was Clark. Yeah, so let's take it from the top, shall we? The galaxy size, nothing has changed here. There's a couple things in there from some of my time lapses, as well as this one. You can ignore that for now. For this particular game, we're going to be playing on a medium map. We're going to set up as many empires as we can. Actually, let's make it 20 for this. And most importantly, max fallen empires 4, because we want to have as many fallen empires in this game as humanly possible because of the magnificence that is the war in heaven. We're going to keep it elliptical because then everything is right on top of each other. If you do the spiral galaxies, empires have the ability to expand quite a lot earlier on, and conflict is not really endemic to that. Habitable worlds is new as well. So this is a modifier on the chance of a planet being in a Goldilocks zone within a solar system and it being habitable. The higher this is, the more habitable worlds the galaxy will contain overall. We're going to keep this at 100% so that not that many planets will spawn. We want to keep the galaxy relatively sparse. We're just going to go all the way to times 500, so there's planets literally everywhere, all the way down to 25, basically having worlds almost nowhere, and you need to have a lot of frontier outposts to link all your empire together. AI aggressiveness, we're going to put that to high. Difficulty to high because I'm going to go a bit of a challenge. Clustered start, this is new as well. This controls whether empires should spawn in clusters or randomly spread across the galaxy. I do kind of want to have them clustered together so they're nice and close to us, so we can at least get some initial either conflict or alliances going on. I like some of that stuff. Advanced neighbors, that is off. That not really matters because there's no advanced AI starts. Endgame crises I will turn off for this one because we want to focus only on the Heinlein and the Leviathans content here. We don't need the Praetorians or the Unbidden to come in and mess up our stuff. And let's go and take this away, shall we? There we go. Perfect. United Nations of Earth. Blah, blah, that's fine. We will most likely get the whole probe shenanigans. Let's set this up. Ooh. Right off the bat. Some good options. Research speed. Definitely worth it. Let's go with this. Colony ship. Absolutely. Let's go with ion thrusters. And one thing that I actually want to point out, if we actually have it here. No, we don't have it just yet, so I'm going to leave that open for now. Also, I'm about to do something that I would not do before. I'm going to send out my construction ship instead of my science ship to scout. And there's a good reason for this. And with a bit of luck, we may actually find some of this stuff on why this is like this right now. Okay. Let's see if we can sort this out. Yeah, that's fine. And like this. And like this. So the reason why I'm sending my construction ship out to scout is because due to Heinlein's addition and rework of a bunch of aliens and an addition of the Guardians being added in Leviathans, there's a good chance that some of these systems are packed with aliens. And I don't want to send in my science ship to be instantly blown up, or even my military fleet. I made a lot of mistakes in my first few hours of the game of sending out my usual, hey, I'm going to send out my, my first fleet to scout out all these stars. Stuff like that, for instance. Oh my god, that's way too early. What do we got here? So we have some alien vessels. So I'm going to go and set this ship to just surveying the system. And I'm going to set the construction ship to not run away as well. We have got ourselves our first aliens inside the systems. So there you go. That's the amoebas. They are quite a lot bigger this time around. They roam around in fleets of like 800 instead of 300 or 200 damage, which is quite significant. And if you listen very carefully, you can already hear some of those new soundtracks that are running in the background. So let's go and set up our construction ship to scout out again, mainly because it was forced to run away just now. Not particularly happy with that. I wish that you could set it up in such a way that, you know, even though it runs away, it automatically takes out all the other scout orders that you have it set up for. In the meantime, we need to go to our Earth here, set up a hydroponics bay here and here. We're a little bit low. This is really bad in terms of minerals, but we do have alien pets spawn. I'm going to lower the volume on this a little bit so the music is not completely blasting my ears out. Some of the music is new as well. So well done on Andreas Valdetoft, as once again he has decided to make some absolutely magnificent music. Size 11 continental world, size 14 desert world, 15 continental world.
Anomaly found.
Failure risk. I'll leave that for now. 42% is a bit too much for my taste. Set up another science ship. What do we got? Okay, so that is the construction ship that's just bouncing around. It hasn't really picked up a lot of enemies anywhere, really. Let's go set up another scientist in here. Ooh, a maniacal. There's a comet sighted. So let's go on. This is new as well, by the way. Before, if you would click on a scientist, you would automatically come out of this menu. But now you can just click on this, and you will stay on this menu. So that's quite nice. What I'm going to do, though, I'm going to swap this around a little bit, just for the sake of the science. So this is rocketry. So I'm going to set a different scientist on here. So I'm going to set this one on here. Cool. And the Caldwell is going to have this scientist on it. Just because I want the maniacal on there early on. I think it's quite useful to have
System survey complete.
all that stuff there. Okay, let's go and get our first surveying done. We'll do the same thing with these systems. So I guess not the most efficient way of doing things, but
Anomaly found.
30% still too much. But we're slowly but steadily just finding our way around, just putting our fingers into the stars and trying to figure out what's going on there. And considering we're using warp drive wormhole technology, we don't have much range right at the start of the game. There is a black hole here, so we may have an infinity machine over here. There is some potential with that. And of course, we are researching the magnificence that is the colony ship right now. And we're trying to get as many bonuses on this as possible at the moment. Let's set this new feature right here. There's a new button called the rally point. I'm going to disable it on Earth because I want my rally point to be the first fleet. So any ships will automatically be relocated towards the first fleet as they spawn. Ooh, and we got gale speed right off the bat. That's the way I like to see it. And an admiral gains a trait. What did he get? Well, in the first fleet, learn to, okay, operating costs. So we got to not only our admiral has instantly learned fleet logistician as well. So the upkeep on our ships is lowered by 10%. That is amazing right off the bat. Let's get some energy flowing here because we're a little bit on the low side for that. Yeah, habitable world survey. That's still all there. Nothing too surprising about that. And ooh, psionics expertise. Ooh, that is good stuff. Oh god, and he's got leader lifespan plus 25 as well. Again, all these anomalies that are too dangerous to currently research. Okay, so this is new. So there's these new little boxes below the what type of research it is, and it basically tells you, hey, if you research this, this is going to be the path you're going to be researching on. So on the planetary unification path, you can go for buildings or any sort of administration stuff and that sort of thing. It's kind of useful. However, I want to go for now, I want to go for the Xeno Zoo because I do have Xeno aliens on this planet here on Earth. So one of those happiness bonuses to come in here. And my god, we got a lot of energy here as well. Let's get... we need a mining station, really. The +7 is a little bit too low. What do we got here? Damn, these guys again. That was annoying. So, where are you guys? You over here?
System survey complete.
I was afraid of that. So, let's get you surveying here, 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 and here. I want to be a little bit careful with the aliens because they are quite strong. That's a +3. I would like that. We're at -0 at the moment on our income, which is fine. We can totally handle that. Ooh, we got a pre-space civilization in the Pletori system, which is right next door. Fair enough. We also got a bunch of good systems right now. So +5 here, +7 in Sol though, +9 in Sol. It's a lot of energy that is being pumped in there right now. Very happy with that. Very, very good. Okay, so you are currently not doing anything. We'll send you into the power plant. You are growing. How much are we doing on the food? Way more than we need. So we're going to move these around, do some micromanagement. 20% failure risk. I will take that. And we have some aliens here. Nagas. Alright, cool. I'll take that. Okay, so the Kithri Galactic Autocracy. So the Imperialists. So let's see if we can become their friends. They do like us. Xenophilia is good. Xenophile diplomacy is good. New contact is bad, but that's pretty standard. Let's give them a trade deal just to, water the mouths a little bit. Yeah, here you go. One mineral a month is perfectly fine. For 30 years, gives us 27 points. On the long term, in the long run, it may sound like a significant amount of money, but I'm really not all that worried about this at this moment in time. Let's, in the meantime, just get all of our minerals rolling, and we'll deal with the other stuff later. But yeah, 1 mineral per month is really not going to break the bank. And right now, I'm more worried about the Age of Piracy event that's going to pop up sooner or later anyway. And it will automatically be slightly bigger than my fleet already is, and I want to avoid that as much as possible. Let's get a... Okay, so research sheet +5. So this is a difficult question I need to ask myself right now. Do I want to go for assist research, which is an absolutely great thing to have, especially if you're a wormhole type empire, or am I going to go for the power plant? So, like the data bank uplink, like if I don't grow my wormhole area a lot more than I currently have access to, then the assist research is going to be really useful. Even though it's only plus, how much is it again? Assist research plus 10%. Until I'm at like +10, it's not really going to impact anything, so I'm going to go with the energy plant for now and the mining network too, absolutely. Those buildings right there are just such money makers. Okay, so... Okay, are you serious right now? Okay, more imperialists. Okay, that's potentially a problem. They don't like us very much. Still the xenophilia bonus, border friction. Same thing with them as I did with the other dudes. Give them 1 mineral for a long period of time just to improve our basically our status with them as much as we can, because it is something that we need. Not something that I'm particularly keen on, but in the meantime, I'm kind of worried about these guys. So it means that I may need to set up a... Yeah, I'm going to go and set up a new wormhole drive system somewhere. So probably here, 50%. I'll take that. So let's set up a new wormhole generator over here. Should give us access to these systems. We can go and research those as soon as we can. We're pretty much almost done with these. And let's hope that we can stay on these guys. Yes, non-aggression pact. That's what we want. Mount DC expedition. Okay, so that's a non-aggression pact that we wanted. These guys are well on their way of being our friends. 80%. That's not going to be enough to do much. Plus 15%. That is acceptable. Let's upgrade our fleets. Okay. Let's get another silicone life, so plus 5. Let's get another construction ship in there. Okay, so now we have access to a few more systems, which we're going to scout out once again with our construction ships. They're effectively our cheapest ships, so I don't really care if anything happens to them. Let's put it that way. But right now, we just need to look around and see if we can find anything that is interesting to us.
System survey complete.
Okay. Doesn't look like there's much here. Let's go and set up another wormhole station over here as well. And like I said, we're just scouting out everything right now, trying to figure out if there is anything of interest nearby that we can potentially habitate. Okay, next month is going to be the one that we need. There we go. Ooh, plus 7. Okay, so no new planets that we can colonize. There's not much interesting stuff down here, but we do have potential new anomalies down in there that we want to research. So that's basically the goal right now. Maybe this black hole. If we can find the Infinity Machine would be a huge, huge deal. Alien drag raising. Vroom. Plus 6. Where does that? Ooh, that's this system. And there's a deep sea expedition there as well. So let's get... Did you just expand your shit right over there? I am going to need to stop them. I need 66 credits more to build a frontier outpost, and I really need it. I really need to stop them from expanding in this general direction. Okay, 34 credits. That's 2 months. He's just hanging out there. 18 credits. A little bit more. There we go. Okay, so the construction ship right here is done. That's excellent. We get a little bit more research out of that. A little bit more minerals. What do you mean I cannot build this in this type of system? Where we go? I got so much energy available here. It's 15. It's not really within the realm of my interests. All right, Xenu Zoo. Okay, 200%. So I'm going to go over to Visitor Center in this case. The Xeno Zoo is something I already have access to. Can I build that here? Yeah, it requires... Okay. So I can build a Xeno Zoo here, but at the cost of society research. So what did I get out of Xeno Zoo? Happiness plus 10. It does improve their modifiers by quite a bunch. I also should probably start colonizing a world sometime in the near future. 116 is too much. Yeah, I should not be expending any resources at the moment. There we go. That's the one I wanted. Perfect. Okay, so we have some territory here. We're going to take this world here in Sirius. Okay, so that is plus 4. We can now comfortably science the shit out of that. And we can also comfortably science that. So that is more than respectable. But I will leave it for this episode. This is the first one in the Heinlein series. Of course, I'm also running Leviathans at the same time. I haven't seen any Leviathans yet, though. Very curious if we'll see anybody anytime soon. But, of course, we got the League of Rongo and the Kithri Galactic Autocracy right around the corner. Hope you enjoyed this episode. And until next time, take good care of yourselves and each other.